In my first game, and
Just make sure
not
that
going
you're
to look
not
at
in
Twitch.
local over there, Eric.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not. I'm good.
All right, we're fine with that. No, but I'm looking forward to this game. Like we said, the Patriots home team wearing all blue, and rocking the We Are 88 tags. Our thoughts and prayers continue to go out to Tupac as he recovers.
One more ref for the four. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and excuse me, Mustangs. Gosh, I get these teams. I think I don't know. I'm not the only person who does that. I think it's the colors, but the Bulldogs gonna have 8 today. I think that's the most we've seen them have in a game in a while. Only gonna be down one player to start this game. So really excited to see what they're gonna have. I think it's an opportunity for the Bulldogs to take some steps in the right direction. As Tom handles chat that I can read while it's happening. So yeah. Any thoughts, Eric, on this? Because I know me and Tom talked about it on the Pulse on Thursday night.
I think the Bulldogs are gonna. They need to keep the ground game, because what I've noticed from their couple games that they've played is that their run game works and their passing game doesn't. It's an obvious thing that they need to work on their passing game. So against a team like the Patriots, we saw the Patriots turn their offense entirely around to a run-oriented offense since Tupac is not out there. I think the Bulldogs need to do the
Tom,
same
that's
thing
fine.
in order to stay competitive in this game.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Eric a ticket real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. No, I mean he also just stay over there. That's fine. Let me see. I can
Well,
probably
they
get
can't hear
somebody.
it. The folks in world can't hear.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Oh yeah, they can't hear me, so
Hang on. I want. Tell them that Eric will help them out. He's
Oh
over
no,
there.
they need a head ref.
Oh, do they?
I'm supposed to be the head ref right now. Yeah. hold on.
I'm dropping the ball box over here.
I don't have tags on, so I don't know who the refs are down
Hold on
there.
1 second. Last minute scrambles. We got 5 minutes, boys, to get this thing situated. I'm gonna see if somebody will come over here so that Eric can stay over there, because I would like for the people on the stream to be able to hear everything that's going on. So I'm trying to find another commentator who will hop in here with me.
Was Tom goofed up?
Yeah, he did.
I made a boo boo, guys. Sorry.
But there may be a little bit of dead air, and you may hear some typing.
I'm stripping right now.
So that's a no to that person. Okay, moving on.
I am not camming over there to watch Tom strip. Just in case the ladies were wondering.
Nobody wants that anyways.
You would be surprised.
I'm sure there's some ladies on the stream that are like, "Ooh, cam over there."
No, they're not.
Not gonna happen.
Shut up, man.
No.
Okay,
No,
maybe
they're
not. Maybe
No,
they
they're
don't.
not.
They don't want to see big linemen strip. Everybody wants the quarterback and the star players to strip.
Did you just call me fat?
Pretty much, yeah.
You're
He did.
you're a lineman. You gotta be chunky.
Yeah, he
Can't
did.
can't be a skinny lineman.
That's right. I don't know. I don't really see anybody else
All right, I'm getting ready to fly over there.
do that, but yeah. We'll just keep it like this. I'll try to find somebody. Eric is going to be commentating with me from the other sim. So
Is
if you-
what about
if you-
what
Well, you're
about
already on the
Ruby?
access list, so he can switch over.
Yeah, I can come over there if you guys need me to.
I'd say just come over there, and I'll IM you, Matt, and keep you updated on stuff.
Okay. It's just then people like the scores and all won't. Well, you can manually put the score up on the HUD. Just keep clicking on it and changing it as they score touchdowns. The time just won't be right.
User disconnected from your channel.
That's all. If you want to do that, that's fine. Or you can just detach everything and just keep this monster HUD running.
Yeah, I can do that until you get another commentator if you're not able to get one.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else on right now, so just hop on over here, and we'll do the best that we can because Mr. Tom Box doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, we still got 3 minutes to. Oh, they just lost somebody. Bulldogs did so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just 7. Go right now. Let me know whenever you're over here and settled in. And oh, you're already over here. Nice. It may be a little bit more laggy now, as far as the stream goes because of it being over here, but that's okay.
Yep.
Do the best that we
Sorry
can.
for the people on the stream. I had to get myself situated, but we're good now.
Yep. Nice. All right. Well, Eric, welcome to the fan sim. Since you were keeping us warm on the player sim, because Tom doesn't know what's going on, so forgets that he's supposed to ref.
Tom failed today.
Yeah, he done. It's okay. But looks like the Bulldogs lost the players. They're going to be teaming him back in.
Did they lose a couple people? Oh no, there's Rhino
no, see,
over the
Rhino
side.
is over there, probably bringing that guy in who crashed.
They seem to have that a lot. A lot of their players have, I don't know, internet issues or SL issues, but they tend to crash a lot during games.
That's definitely so. It one of those things you just can't quite help, and as a team you try to find people who have less of those issues, but whenever you're hurting for numbers, you kind of have to take whoever you can get and play everybody. Like, I know you ideally you like to be in a situation where if the person was having internet issues, you tell them, okay, just step to the side, we'll bring so and so in for you. The Bulldogs are not one of the teams that have that luxury, as well as a couple other teams as well, of really low in numbers trying to hold on here to the end of the season. But like I said, it is, we are in May, May, and this is the final month of the regular season. That's it. After this month, playoffs will start, and just a lot of great matchups as we head down the home stretch here. We've got a game tonight, which is let me grab my best. The Cowboys and the Yellow Jackets, which I think will be a very good game. Kind of, we talked about it on the Pulse last week. I'm kind of waiting for the Cowboys to take that step forward. We've all been kind of building them up and pulling for them, the ones of us who have been on the show, and they just haven't quite delivered. And I think that this week presents an opportunity for them to be able to do that.
Yeah, if they're gonna deliver, it's got to be this week because they're still struggling to try to get a playoff spot. So they need as many wins as they can coming down the stretch. I don't know how many games they actually have left, or what their playoff situation is.
Yep.
But every win counts.
Definitely. Because I think the Yellow Jackets, they're in was it the NFC? AFC? Over there with the Bills and everybody, right?
Yeah, they're in our division.
They're there with y'all. And it's so crowded right there for that last spot that and the Cowboys, they're over there. They're there as well.
I think so. I'm pulling up my thing right now.
We should, I feel like we should know this stuff.
We should know this off the top of our head.
Talk about it all
the Cowboys they're in your division.
They're not.
They're holding on to that 4th position, right ahead of the Packers, just barely.
And what the Yellow Jackets are sitting in the 4th.
Yellow Jackets are 4th, tied with the Mustangs, and it looks like a game ahead of the Warriors.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's a traffic jam there for 4th.
Yeah, it goes off of conference records first, but if there's a tie in conference, then it goes overall. So this is a really big game for both teams with kind of playoff hopes on the line as the season starting to wind down. The thing about the Yellow Jackets is their tough part of the season was at the beginning, so they kind of have a little bit easier road down here toward the end. I'm not really sure exactly what the Cowboys have. I know we've already played them as well, so. But there's a lot of big games. Y'all and the Bills is going to be in the final week of the regular season. So
yep, that's our final game because we actually faced the Yellow Jackets. We're off this week and next week. Then we face the Yellow Jackets and the Bills back to back.
Yep, it's going to be a lot of great games as the season begins to wind down, which is why you should always have your eyes here on the UFL. Like we said, Tuesdays have the power ranking show that's Dre. Oh, ball's in play. I'm going to shut up. Ball's kicked down the left side.
Very short kick,
and it's kind of bouncing around. The Bulldogs need to get on it, but they're not going to do it. It's going to be picked up by the Patriots.
Wow.
A player ran right over
It
and literally
was-
stood right next to the ball.
It was number 20, I believe that's
Jeez.
Ethan. He just stood next there. It looked like he started typing because he went into the typing animation. He just stood there and it looked like he started typing.
I don't
That
even
was-
know.
I don't know what did there.
Yeah, we were in a scrimmage last week, and we did that. The ball died at like the 5-yard line, and like nobody from the other team went to go get it, and we were able to pick it up. But I've never seen it happen in a real game. That's the first time that I've seen that. Snap, handoff, Fearsome dancing around, breaks out to the outside to the
He's
15
gone.
to the 10, and he's going to get in one play. 25 yards. Fearsome on the ground. He is last week's reigning combatant player of the week. Puts the cleats to good use. He's able to
Lucky cleats.
coast into the end zone very easily.
Is he
Gonna
wearing
set
his
up
cleats
here.
today? I don't
I
think
don't
so,
know if
maybe.
I don't even know if he got them. But I don't even, let me see. Where's he at?
He's
Trying to find
second from the left, 31, I believe. I don't think those are the cleats.
Yeah, those aren't them.
He's not wearing his lucky cleats. What's up with that?
Well, from what I hear is that people who wear them don't do well. So
Yes, I
know,
can
maybe,
attest to that.
maybe it's more of a you just need to put them up on a shelf and look at them because they look nice. You
And
don't need to wear them out on the field.
I think in the rules state that you're allowed, one onside kick a half. Does that count as an onside kick since it went
I
like
wouldn't,
3/4 of
because
the way down the field?
Yeah, I wouldn't because, it's not, it wasn't, like an onside kick, I believe it is very evident, you kind of pooch it 10, 15 yards down the field, That was a bad kick by Rasden and just a terrible play by the Bulldogs. And not only does it give the Patriots the ball, but they just, if I'm not mistaken, they killed the ball. They kicked the ball with a player standing down there at the end of the field, or is it just me? Is there another Patriot?
Yeah, there's a Patriot down there.
Okay, yeah, they kicked the ball with Kent Voss.
It looks like it
Dora
might
Silva
be.
just chilling down there.
Yeah, they might have called that a dead ball penalty.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I don't know if
brought back.
Rasden realized he was still down there
Yeah, he hadn't moved really since the
since the extra point.
since the extra point. Yeah, but no, like we said, that's about as bad of a start to a game as it could be if you're the Bulldogs. You're receiving, it's a daunting task anyway. With going against the Patriots, who are very, very potent offensively, and they're a very talented team. They kick the ball off to you, goes down to the 25-yard line, and you don't pick it up. You have a player standing like 2 feet away from it. Not only do the Patriots recover it, but the next play is just a simple handoff where Fearsome does what we saw him do last week and just dance around, bounce it out to the left side, put him for the easy touchdown. So great start for the Patriots and just abysmal start for the Bulldogs. But going to get the ball back, have an opportunity to get your offense out on the field, make sure that you actually catch the kickoff, and then, hey, get right back in this ballgame if you're able to find some success moving the ball against the Patriots. But since we have a break in the action, why don't you tell us about Glaze? Or do you want me to?
You can. I don't have my head on.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I'll do the ad, so then you don't have to. I forgot that you were streaming.
Yes.
So yeah. But Glaze is a supplier of a wide range of slink nails for both men and women. No holds barred. If it fits on a nail, they shall do it. From the unusual, wacky styles to the more natural look, including no polish nail appliers, they also offer some slink hand tattoos. That is Glaze.
Where's Skinner when you need him? The world's fastest reader of ads.
I know, right? Never have I ever heard someone read ads as fast as he would. If I'm the Bulldogs, I might want to re-res my my formation because they could try a legit onside here.
the Patriots need to re-res theirs too.
Yeah, considering the fact that the Patriots, that the Bulldogs are 20 yards away. I'll just gotta go 10 yards, fellas. Patriots have re-res theirs. Bulldogs have not re-res theirs.
It doesn't look like they're going to.
So
Nobody's
we'll see what
moving.
happens. Do it. Somebody? Nope. Maybe not.
If I was the Patriots here, I'd go for a legit onside kick since they're sitting
That's
20
right.
yards back there.
I
Just kick
would
it to the 40 and you got about as much of a chance to get it as they do.
Well, the thing is too that front line's going to start running backwards.
Yep,
You know,
that's
right off of the kick. So, I mean, not only do you have a 20-yard head start, you have legitimately like a 25-yard head start.
yeah. They'll start running back before they even realize that it's kicked, where it'll be kicked.
And judging by the fact that the ball went and just sat at the 25-yard line for about 2 minutes,
Just hung out down there.
I feel pretty confident that maybe I could get this. It would be something I would try. I don't know. I would probably joke about it in TeamSpeak, but then be like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, you
What I mean?
you don't want to be that guy.
I'm not going to be that guy, but it would be something. I mean, you see it and you're like, guys, we can do it on the side here. And they just kick it regular. Right down the left side, bounces right into the hands of Cush, running backwards, making his way up the middle of the field, dancing back over to the left side, right into the waiting arms of Mr. Prime Time. Takes him down hard at the 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 yards. Going to be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. They are dressed in all white. The Patriots are in all blue. And the Bulldogs will be moving from our right to our left, starting just above the Bulldogs logo, which is a very nice logo, by the way. I actually like it.
Did you put it out there today? I know last time you were commentating, it was like halftime before the logos were
last
put
night.
there.
You know, I try to come in the night before and
Get them
normally
all
the
set
field,
up.
the refs do that, but like behind us, I make sure that I get all that stuff done the night before. I think I might have done this whenever the last night's game between the Cobras and the Warriors ended up being rescheduled, and that'll be on week 15, that final week of the season. Snap, runner rolls over, has got room to run if he wants to. Running, throws it, and it's going to be intercepted right into the hands of Katia Wilder. Threw it right to her. He was running, he was moving that way, and I saw it, and I knew what he was going to do, and I was just like, run it, and he threw it anyway, and right into the hands of Kat. Good job by her. Turn the ball over to the Patriots at the 40-yard line. We said Patriots in all blue. They are wearing the towels with the number 88 draped all on their back sides. And we are 88 tags.
As I zoom in on Raz's butt to get the picture of the
That's right.
towels.
Snap, handoff to Pit Dog. He's going to roll over, cut inside, and break back to the outside to the right. And he's got a host of blockers out in front. One guy to beat, cuts inside, gets stumbled, and taken down by Nathan. The only guy between him and the end zone. He was waiting for big body Rasden to get out in front and make a block. Rasden just kind of dancing around. Pitt cuts to the inside, gets stumbled, and taken down by Ethan, excuse me. Nathaniel Stevens. A good job there and a huge gain by the Patriots. Bulldogs going to have a large task in front of them. Snap, handoff, double handoff, and it's going to go to Fearsome right up the left side, waiting for a block, cuts inside, and he's going to score easily again. 2 carries, 1 from 25, 1 from 17, both for touchdowns. The Patriots go up quick and by 2 scores. 13-0, extra point ensuing with 7:32 to go in the first quarter of play. Quick strikes right there. Really, 1 block away from being 2 plays, 2 scores, but 3 plays, 2 scores. Patriots couldn't ask for much more out of their offense. Very efficient.
Yeah, that's pretty much summing up the Bulldog season early here, and just nothing's gone right their way. They've had the missed kickoff that they should have had and just weren't able to get, and they had basically 2 touchdowns in 3 plays. So it's not looking very good for the Bulldogs. Only a minute and a half into this game.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things to work on for them as the game progresses. But you know, in a situation like they are, a ball kicked over toward the left side again. It was short, dances around, taken down. Andrew gets tackled by Pit Dog, picks up 9 yards. Says it was a touchback, but of course.
I was gonna say I didn't see anybody with the ball. It looked like it was a touchback. The register is. Yeah, I didn't see anybody with the ball. It looked like it was a touchback. I saw the ball vanish, so I didn't know where it went.
Get tackled. So
What did the field say to say? I don't know my.
It said that he called it, got tackled, and then it said touchback after that. But it was a
Oh,
very
weird.
short kick. Yeah, it went right to him. It just registered the touchback, which was incorrect, but the initial was right.
Yeah, they're moving it. It looks like they're moving it up to about the 34
Yep.
or 39.
The Bulldogs will go back on
A
offense.
good starting field position.
That's right. You know, just want to find some success right there on the last play for the Bulldogs. It did result,
moving it
of
some
course,
more.
in an interception, but there was a lot of room for Rhino to run, and like you said, you know, they need to look for the run here in this game, and if that play is any indication, they're going to have plenty of opportunities as this game progresses. Referee timeout on the field. While they do that, we will talk about the Tigers dance team, and Lil Paws are elite, one-of-a-kind teams that strike fear, awe, respect, and envy in the hearts of the competition across the grid. Never ceasing to amaze a crowd, they bring high energy, talent, and fun to every event. Contact Samantha, SN Dubois resident, or Shay Harcourt today to join the hottest dance team in SL or to book a performance. You can also like them on Facebook at facebook.com/SL Tigers Dance Team. $7:23 to go in the first quarter.
They're gone
Patriots
without a left tight end, it looks like.
Patriots up 14-0 here in the game. And like we said, Bulldogs playing with 8, missing the left side tight end. We have snap, handoff to Kawana. Don't see a registration. I
didn't see a possession circle on it either.
But she's able to scoot around, pick up 7 yards. That should not have been a first down.
I was going to say, the first down marker's just moved. I don't know why.
That should be another timeout. Boop, boop. Play was stopped.
There
Yep,
we
they're
go.
gonna fix this. Rhino was trying to get it.
He was trying to be
He
sneaky.
was. He was
He's
trying
like,
very
we don't get
hard.
many. We might as well just give us this one. It looks like Tom Box, and I don't know who's who down there. I don't know who, but looks like what. But I think Tom Box just came in from the left. Who are the refs? It's Tom.
We have Pit Boss. We have Tom, and I think Horns is out there too. Those 3, yeah. Horns, Pit, and Tom. And the stop in the action is for Kawana to fix the possession circle. But I wonder if they also know that she only picked up 7 yards and it shouldn't be a first down.
No, at least we weren't the only ones that didn't see a possession circle. It's probably under the ground. That's how it usually works. But they were able to pick up some, like I said, they need to keep it on the ground because they were able to pick up some yardage there.
That's right. Possession circle or not, it's still seven good yards. So we'll see if they move the chains back as well, because it should be second down and 3. Because it was just a 7-yard gain on the previous play. So 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this. But like you said, Bulldogs finding some success on the ground. I mean, that's a good chunk of yardage right off the bat. Sets you up in a favorable field position. I mean, down and distance wise.
Yeah, if I was the Bulldogs, I'd your passing game is not the strongest in the league. I'd just run it until the Patriots can stop it.
Right,
Pick up 7. You pick up 7 yards at a time. You can work your way down the field and score on every drive.
Yep. Sooner or later, you're going to hit the end zone.
Eventually, might take up a lot of clock, but you're going to get there eventually.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know,
Play some Titans football.
Bulldogs are in one of the situations where you're looking for that improvement. You're looking to see your team make strides forward, and you know, if they're able to find success on the ground here today, move the ball down the field, score some points, you know, they'll walk away feeling very, very excited about what they've done. And hey, you start winding this clock and you start eating some clock and some points on the board. Your defense find a little magic. That fumble starts bouncing your way. You could be in the fourth quarter right in the middle of this ball game. Only
We were
14 to
talking
nothing.
about that during the last game I commentated, where it only fumbles if you're down by like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
It's the only time it ever seems to happen.
that's right.
You want to get back in this game? Nope. It's like they're fixing the chains now, so if you want to read another ad, you probably have time.
I will. We are at Geek. Geek is known for its unique and creative accessories and hair, often inspired by the personal interest of its creator, nostalgia, and current 100% all original mesh. Customers can be confident in their shopping experience for originality. That is Geek.
Yep,
They're going to move the ball back and then push it forward 7 yards.
and then change the downs
Since we have
to
another
second
moment.
down.
Go ahead and talk about SL Live Radio is your virtual life's #1 radio station in true HD sound quality, offering you the hottest DJs, spinning the freshest mixes on the grid live. That is SL Live Radio. Radio for your second life. For more information, contact Esme Capello or Thorn Andel. This could be a game where we get all the ads done before halftime.
It could be one.
Because
We're
we're
through
going to
like
talk about Blueberry.
we're through like 3 or 4, only a minute and a half into the game.
I know. Blueberry is an original clothing store for women made by a woman with passion for art. That is Blueberry, and she is also the title sponsor of the Power Rankings show, which takes place on Tuesdays. Dre, Syke, and Durgan are the hosts, and they always bring in 2 guests. They give their opinions on who's ranked where, and they had Crevin and Darian with them last week. Was a very good show. And then Thursday nights you have the Pulse, which is me, Tom, Dre, and Syke. Been going around to teams' fields all throughout the season. Just a couple of weeks left in the regular season, and we still need a place to go this upcoming Thursday. So if we have not been to your field, I think the Warriors, Patriots, Packers, Yellow Jackets, there may be one more that we have not been to. Please just simply contact me and we'll get all that set up. We'll spend a little bit of time with you, let you tell us about your team and kind of what's going on within your organization, as well as breaking down the past week and talking about the next week. And we have 3 sponsors on that with us. Combatant, Shining Starlets, You Play Ball Like a Girl. Actually, we have 4. And what's the other one? The Players Club. Anyway, back to the action. Rhino snaps, rolls over to the right, cuts inside, pushes
He's
forward,
got the
and
first.
picks up the first down.
Didn't give him the first down, I don't think. Did it?
Yeah, it didn't, but it's a first down.
I was going to say, the ball is on the other side of the first down marker. But that was a good run there. He wasn't able to break free. If he was able to break free, he probably had another 5 or 10 yards at least before that cornerback was able to pick him off.
But you needed 3 yards. You got about 3.5. And a nice little cut there by Rhino to fight through the stumble, push past the first down, and move the Bulldogs into Patriots territory. Well as just waiting for Tom really just to flip this possession. All he needs to do just click and set the there he goes. Alright. And we'll be right back to the action here. Formations are up for the Bulldogs. They are in shotgun formation. 1 wide receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Jay to the left. Drad, Andrew to the right. Kawana in the backfield. Rhino is your quarterback. Ethan, Blackhawk, and Colton are the line tasked with giving Rhino some breathing room. Maybe to find some room to run. Him and Kawana should be keeping the ball on the ground a lot in this game, especially from the recent success that we have seen them have on this drive. Ball is put back in play. Rhino snaps, rolls over to the left, buying some time.
Has a couple receivers
up,
in the middle.
Got a couple receivers, yeah. Backs up, throws the ball right into the feet of a Patriot.
Nearly picked off, yeah. It was 21, I think it's prime time.
Yeah, prime time right there. It just bounced right at his feet. He was waiting. He had 2 receivers kind of cutting into the area.
Yeah, but both of his right receivers were pretty wide open right in the middle of the field, and he didn't throw it, and he waited and threw it down the sideline.
Yep. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs on the 48-yard line. Rhino taking his time, same formation. 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Snap, drops back, rolling over to the left, cuts over to the right. Still rolling, got
Has
a
a
receiver
receiver
short
short.
open, throws it, come back, nice catch, dances around right toward the first down. Brad unable to get around Fearsome. Really good open field tackle is going to bring up 3rd and 1. The Bulldogs, I'm looking to run here and pick up this one little yard that you need. Line up, same formation. Let's see.
Bulldogs got a little something cooking here.
That's right. You're gonna see if Ethan, Blackhawk, and Colton can create a little space for.
Looks
Rhino
like
to
the
be able to-
Patriots are bringing a lot of people.
Wouldn't blame them. Not blame them. Trust your 4 against their 3, and bring all the heat you want. If he wouldn't have handed the ball off, he would have scored a touchdown.
That is probably very accurate because he was wide open. They like shoved everybody in the middle, and he handed off to Kwana, who got swallowed up immediately.
They were anticipating the middle handoff. That's what it was. And boy, if he would have kept it, he'd still be running.
He's probably regretting handing that ball off right about
That's
now.
right.
He's like, oh,
That's right. The quarterback does that read option, and he sees this guy get absolutely creamed, and he sees, well, it was all open for days over here. I should have just kept it. Anyway, it's 4th down. They're going to go for it. Hands off, cuts out to the right.
Nope.
Gets tackled, picks up 1 yard, needed 3, I think. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Patriots are going to get the ball back at the 42-yard line. Patriots offense, high-powered, 3 plays, 2 scores. Going to see if the dominance continues here on this drive.
going without a middle linebacker for the Bulldogs. See if the Patriots try to exploit that.
Raston snaps, rolls over toward the left, throws it up. It's going to be 3-on-2 and caught in traffic by Kent. He spins around,
He's
spins
gone.
away, goes into the end zone. Wow. 4 plays, 3 scores. Kent Voss from Raston. 57 yards, and in Tupac fashion, toss it up, let the big dog eat, and he did. Patriots go on top, 20-0 here. 5 minutes and 2 seconds to go. The odds were really in the Bulldogs' favor there. It was 3-on-2, but just great play by Kent there. In traffic, not only does he make the grab, but I mean, they would have spin out and score the touchdown as well. Big play.
Yeah, the Bulldogs defense is just not able to hold up anything right now. They've 4 plays for the Patriots. 3 of them have gone for touchdowns, so they need to set something up. They started to have something cooking with the running game, and that one pass on the last drive, they need to keep it up and try to get some yards and at least take some time off this clock.
I agree.
Make the Patriots work for them those points.
Yep. Patriots up 21-0 here. 5 minutes even to go on in the first quarter of play. Rhino, Jay, and Kawana are the 3-back awaiting the kickoff. Ball has been put into play. Missing person up front middle, but Andrew tasked with kind of picking that up if something comes dribbling through there. Kick off straight down the middle of the field. Is going to be kicked into the end zone. Hits and touchback. Ball's going to be brought to the 20-yard line. Bulldogs going to look to find more success here. Had a really good drive going until it stalled just across the 50-yard line. So some positive momentum from their previous drive. See if they can't find a way to get a little bit closer, give themselves an opportunity for points.
Yeah, they need some points on this drive.
Yeah, they do. Even just to give them some confidence and know, hey, like, we're in this ball game, fellas. Rhino taking his time in the shotgun formation, looking over the defense of the Patriots, which has been snaps, cuts, breaks inside, cuts back to the inside one more time, picks up 9 yards. Really good run off the right side, runs right up through the middle. The front of the Patriots is really just pushing straight in. So if the outside linebackers get caught up in the middle like they did right there, it's going to create a lot of opportunities for Rhino to run. The front 2 are pushing right on top of the center, and it's creating kind of that little gap that you saw Rhino run through. Patient running and a nice gain, 9 yards for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, need to exploit some of the weaknesses here on the Patriots defense. If one of their players sees something, they need to point it out and let them know.
Yep, snap, rolls over toward the left. He's going to, oh no, he fights away from it, cuts inside, and he's still moving, gets creamed by 69 at the line of scrimmage. 60 really just standing still. Rhino kind of ran into him. Pursued, I think, by Primetime pushing up in his face, forced him to cut inside to the right, and 60 was just waiting there. If 60's not there, that's a first down and probably about 10 more yards. But good job there by the Patriots defense to contain the run. And good job by the cornerback to force the cutback into the defensive lineman. It's going to bring down 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. Nice play on 1st down, not so well on 2nd down. Going to look to convert here on 3rd down. Snap, roll over, handoff, dancing around, waiting for a block, and she's going to get it. Cuts around and right into the waiting arms of Fearsome. She's able to dance. If she's able to bounce it just outside one more time, give him just a
yeah. If she was able to get, if she kept going to the outside, she had the first down plus some, but she cut in right into Fearsome.
Yep. Look to go north and south just a little bit too quick, but mindset's right. If you're as a running back, that's what we want to see. Don't do none of this dancing around stuff. Just get us yards, but you can't do that into the face of somebody. And Rhino's going to push right up the middle, continue to fight, and pick up
he's
the
got
first
the first
down. That's a really good run, really good read too. Saw the hard push off the right side of his offensive line, kind of gap right there in the middle, and Rhino just took it right up the gut for 4 yards and a first down.
Yep, finally getting the ball moving again with the running game. They need to stick to it because it's been working for them so far, outside of 1 or 2 where they've just gotten swallowed up.
That's right.
It looks like they're switching to the pistol formation.
Yep, Kawana now lined up directly behind Rhino in the shotgun. Pistol formation, one of my personal favorites. Not that we use it on our team, but I like the formation. Snap's going to be a handout to Kawana. She's going to run around. She's going to head over toward the left side, throw the ball back across the field, and she had a receiver.
That she overthrew.
Too far. Well, the ball was thrown too far to the inside or to her side of the field, but if you would have looked back on the other side of the UFL logo, there was, I don't know who it was, might have been Drad coming across the middle.
Yeah, it was Drad coming across the middle that she just missed. Yeah.
Wide.
That could have been 6 points, yeah.
Yep. An opportunity there. But if you're the Bulldogs and you saw that, I'd run it again. I'd exploit it. I'd see if it's there one more time, because it's worth the risk. Snap, drops back, whiz right in the face of Rhino, and Fearsome comes in and cleans it up. Sack, 12-yard loss. Pushed by Wiz right off the left side. Grabbed the shirt tail of Rhino, spun him around, and Fearsome came in, just absolutely cleaned him up. Unless you know, though, Fearsome came from the safety spot.
Is that where he is? He's on the safety. So they must have had a safety blitz on or something for him to get in the backfield to make that one.
Yeah, or they just really don't respect the passing game of the Bulldogs. So they're like, well, we can just get in his face. We can do whatever we want to right here. Rhino dancing around, standing still, runs up the middle, pushes forward, picks up 1 yard. But when it's 3rd and 22, you need a lot more than 1. 4th and 21.
And they're going to punt it.
Bulldogs on the 20-yard line.
Last game they played, they had a lot of problems with punting. I think they took 3 or 4 sacks, including a safety, while punting the ball. I forget who they were playing.
Often.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but it happened to them like 4 times in that game. That was Rhino wasn't there that game. I don't believe he was had to
They were
work.
playing the Packers.
Yeah, I think sounds right.
That was really close to being screwed up as well. Fearsome takes the ball, kicked out the middle, takes over to the right side, cuts inside, and oh man, one guy away. If Kawana doesn't make the tackle, Fearsome takes it all the way to the house. But the dominant offense of the Patriots takes the field once again in Bulldog territory at the 40-yard line. See if they can't keep up. So far, just one of their plays has not gone for a touchdown. 4 wide receivers set. Doran or Kent Voss, Fearsome to the left. Snap. It's going to be a handoff to Pit Dog. He's going to roll around. He's got room. He's got a receiver open. Does he want to take the shot? He does not. Instead, he throws it back across the field, incomplete.
Just short of looked like it was intended for prime time.
Yeah. Two receivers
Just a
wide
little
open
short.
over there. Pass a little bit off of target, but the play definitely there to be made. Going to be a little bit better of a pass. That would have been a lot of, possibly another score as well. The first play for the Patriots that hasn't had any yardage. First incompletion of the game for them as well. Not that they've had many passes. Raston turns right back into the face of Andrew and absolutely clobbered down at the 50-yard line, right on the UFL logo. He snapped it, rolled to the left, turned back inside, and those are the ones that just make you kind of close your eyes and shake your head.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't even see him coming in. He just turned right into him.
That ear hole. That ear hole tackle.
He's got to clear out his head on this one.
That's right, snaps, rolls over toward the left, comes back to the right. Blackhawk was in his face, throws the ball up, got a lot of blue jerseys, and it is caught by Fearsome, and he is tackled down by Nathan, which is Ethan. I have to get these used to these names.
Yeah, I gotta realize who's what display name. I know that because I played for the Bulldogs for a while, so.
Yeah.
Ethan's a good guy. He's playing out at cornerback, which is not his normal position. They must have moved him there pretty recently. He's usually a lineman.
That's a tough transition.
It is. It takes a while to get used to that one.
Now, quick pass over to Fearsome. He cuts inside, cuts back outside, and absolutely jukes that defender out of his shoes. Back inside, back outside again, and Kawana comes in, finally cleaning him up 12 yards down the field, and now 8 yards.
Yeah, well, that juke made Drad look a little silly there. He just faked one way, and then Drad had no idea where he was going.
Yeah, did it twice too. About juked the whole team out. If Kawana wasn't on that backside, it was gonna be night. Won't go night.
Patriots pretty much able to do what they want so far.
That's right. Raston, quick pass over to the flat, and it is caught by 69, who pushes forward into the end zone. 69 Loon from 7 yards out takes it in to the end zone. 27-0. 7 minutes 37 seconds to go under halftime. Good job, 60. Good guy. Played with him on the Packers back in seasons past. He's a good dude. So I like to see good guys score touchdowns. He used to be a lineman too. So let the big man enjoy himself.
Yeah, it's always good to see linemen catch a touchdown. I think a couple games ago, or maybe last game, Tom Box caught a couple in your game there. Yeah. So it's always good to see a lineman transition out to a receiver and make some plays.
Don't say that too loud. He'll be like, Matt, let me play receiver every play.
I need to play receiver more.
Yeah, I'm better than you.
Let's demote Matt to line and let Tom play receiver.
Yeah, we'll start a petition on that I do that. But with the extra point, it is now 28-0 in favor of the Patriots. Bulldogs trying to find some sort of life on either side of the ball, really. Like you said, Patriots pretty much having their way here in this game, which, we talked about it on the bus. I don't think it is too surprising. But, you watch these games and you want to see improvement. And I can say honestly that if I'm a Bulldogs fan or a Bulldogs player, I look at our run game and say, hey, we've had success there. So this is something that you can build on as the game progresses. Give some confidence to your line, move the ball as far as you can, and what you can do. Just give yourself opportunities to make big plays because they're out there to be made. You had that one, Kawana, her pass across the middle that just missed Drad. Something you might want to go back to later on, or even as soon as this drive.
They've had a couple opportunities where receivers have been open in the middle, so maybe you want to kind of exploit that. Another short kick.
Good field position.
I don't know if Raston's just off his game on the kicks today or if he's doing that on purpose. But there's a couple times it's like third kick or so that he's been really short on.
Yeah.
Including the one they recovered.
That's true.
Maybe he's thinking he'll get lucky again and not have to use an onside kick and maybe get the ball back.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked once. Might work again.
That's right. I'd do it. I'd try to get right about to the 25-yard line. See if we can't get that ball hopping down. But Rhino runs, cuts inside right through a whole bunch of Bulldogs. They got the blocks that they needed, and the 5 yards gain. Second down and 5 The Bulldogs, they cross the 50-yard line for the
M-
second time in the game. The
Moving
47.
the right direction. You don't want to take those unnecessary sacks or just get clobbered as soon as you hand the ball off or something.
Yeah. Which we've seen.
Yep.
Jeez. Wanda got absolutely creamed on that one play. Ooh, jeez. She got swarmed by about 18.
Yep, she. There were nothing but blue jerseys around her. As soon as she got the ball, she had no chance.
That's right. Snap, handoff to Kawana, rolls back, heads over toward the left side. She's going to push up, and she's going to cut. Nope, doesn't need to. Pushes forward, right at
Almost.
first down.
It's gonna be a little short.
Yeah, about a yard short.
Not even a yard. About a quarter of a yard.
Quarterback sneak.
It's less about the size of half of the football.
Yeah.
I could say
They're
something
gonna go
more
with the
graphic,
big
but
set.
I'll
Yeah,
don't want to get in trouble.
we won't do that. We won't do that here on this broadcast. We're going to be
This is a
professional.
family show.
Yeah, family show. But the Bulldogs they have right on the backfield with two running backs in the shotgun. Snap. It's going to be a handoff and absolutely creamed right off the snap. I don't understand necessarily the logic there because the Patriots bring down 4 linemen across the board. If you're gonna run the ball, then just quarterback sneak it from under center. You know, if you're gonna do that, because you're already starting, 3 yards in the backfield. Plus they have 4. Plus,
Which means
so
you're already outnumbered because you can only get 3
already
blocks.
outnumbered. That's right, and you're not going to have success on that play. Just doomed from the start. And they brought the entire house, and Rhino runs right into Fearsome. 6 yards lost and the ball. Turnover on downs.
The Patriots are not respecting that pass game at all.
No.
They bought both corners. They bought both outside linebackers. So all they had in coverage was their safeties. And I don't even think that. I think Fearsome came off the safety ball to get in there. So they might have only had one safety back there.
Yeah, I mean but the thing is, they can bring, they can leave. They can go man coverage across the board, 3-on-3, bring the extra safety or the corner, whoever they want to, and because they don't feel that the Bulldogs can beat them through the air, and so far we've seen that they can't. The only success the Bulldogs have had is in the run game, so if you're the Patriots, what's your adjustment? Make them beat us in the air. Throw across the middle, Fearsome wide open, trying to get a block, cuts inside, cuts back outside, trying to make a guy miss, inside again, got one, got to beat to the end zone, gets
almost.
stumbled.
If he was able to make that guy miss, he was gone.
34 yards.
Nice
Huge
cuts
chunks
there.
of yardage for the Patriots. Just outstanding, absolute dominance in this game right now, both sides.
Yeah,
Like I was saying,
they're doing whatever they want and not having much.
If you know that the Bulldogs can't throw on you, or that they're really not trying to, then it's easy for you to bring that many people down into the box that they have been. Hand off to 60, cuts inside, and
Fumble.
he fumbles. Ball is kicked over to the side. It's going to be a race for it, and it's going to be picked up by the Patriots.
Touchdown.
They had 2, and it's going to go into the end zone. 60 fumbles, 60 recovers, and 60 scores for the second time. 13 yards. Touchdown Patriots. 3:54 to go.
Yeah, it
34
looked
to
like Bulldogs had a better shot at that, but there were 2 Bulldogs over there, and I don't think either of them sprinted out of it. And 60 just sprinted out of that pile and got over to it before they did,
Yep. Well,
and was
it's
able to take it
another-
in for a touchdown.
Yeah, they had another player over there too who was kind of. I mean, he was sprinting toward the ball, but then he started running away from the ball. Like the Bulldogs are just, when the ball's on the ground, they're. I don't know if they think it's just going to disappear, or they just don't want to go get it. I don't know. That was blocked,
Was it?
but it's a terrible kick. Yeah, that was no good. That ball didn't even get to the end zone. It looked like it was blocked. It just barely.
It looked like he missed the kick altogether.
34 to nothing. Extra point was missed. 3:49 to go, and we will talk about A&A. Are you looking for that special piece of jewelry, whether it is elegant or trendy, formal or for a wedding? Come along to Diamante, A&A's very own jewelry line, and see what they have for you. Are you looking for slink enhancement add-ons? They carry both a wide range of nails and shoes that will complete any outfit. While you're there, don't forget to check out the A&A to find that perfect gift for that perfect someone. That is Diamante and A&A, because life is your creativity.
I don't know.
And
Let's
the
see what the
Bulldogs need to get
Bulldogs are going
pretty
to do here.
creative
Yeah,
here on
they're
offense.
down by 35, almost 35 points, and yeah, they're going to need to get something going here before halftime.
Yep.
And that's going to be
Kind
the
of
way
like
of
the game started off bad, and it's just
It's just
But, I
gone
mean,
downhill. There's
I
been
mean,
some positives,
yeah, they've moved the ball, pretty effectively on the ground. But it's just like
but then
ball scoots through again. They better go pick this up. Okay. Focus. Had a
Rhino,
couple
look,
running away from
Rhino
him.
went right past it. I don't know where he was going,
Rhino
but he picked it
dancing
up.
around. He's gonna break out. See if he can get to the 25 right. To the
Just
24 and a half.
Yeah, it looked like it
26.
rolled right past Rhino. He ran around it and had to go back and get it.
Yeah, it was just the other two Bulldogs just started running forward, and I'm just like, please let somebody go. Into
You don't want to just give the Patriots a touchdown already.
Yeah.
They don't even have the ball.
They've got enough of those. Like they don't need more. Don't just give it to them. But the Bulldogs line back up here on offense, trying to find some continued success on the ground. One receiver to the left, two to the right. Jay to the left by himself. Drad and Andrew are your receivers to the right. Kwana line up to the right of Rhino in the shotgun formation. Ethan, Blackhawk, and Colton continue to be the front line. Snap. Rolls over to the right and
he almost
Fearsome
gets
right
cut
in his
off.
face and takes him down. Loses 12 yards. I didn't
Almost
like
got
Rhino's
around
odds.
Fearsome, but he was not able to get out there and get that pass off.
Play clock has been temporarily paused. Tom is running out onto the field.
Tom's
Okay.
running right over to
Cadence.
Rhino, so maybe a cadence, either penalty or a warning.
Be a cadence warning. He walked over.
Since
and hit his
I'm
hands.
not allowed to be on the field, since I got to be up here and help you commentate, so I don't know what's going on down
Alright,
there.
it's awful.
Because Tom failed this.
Yeah, he did. Man, I'll commentate.
I'll commentate. Of course, I forgot I had got a ref too.
Yeah. You know what that means? He's commentating the next game. I don't care what he says. He's gonna do it.
You got a couple of new people commentating the next game, I believe.
Yeah, we do. We have a whole new
Ruby
crew,
is in
pretty
there,
much.
Chaos, I think, and
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So we're gonna get Tom in there.
Make Tom
Yep.
do it.
Tom's doing it. Yeah, he was just Tom having a conversation with him about the cadence. Don't know exactly what the issue was, but it was, as you called it, a cadence warning, pretty much. Ball put back into play. It's going to be second down and a long way to go.
Yeah, I
The
figured it was
Bulldogs.
going to be just a warning because if it was a penalty, they would have thrown a dead ball flag on
Right.
that, and I didn't see a dead ball. So, see how they work out here. What is it? Second and forever.
Second and forever, yeah. Snap rolls over toward the right, pulls up, runs right into Pit Dog. Nothing
It
good.
doesn't even look like he tried to miss him. It just kind of ran straight to him.
Nothing,
He wanted a
nothing
hug.
good. He did. He was going home with him. And a little bit of that loving.
Trying to get Pitt to lay off a little bit. Come on, guys. Help
That's
us
right.
out here. Help a brother out.
Give him a minute. Give him a minute. Rhino in the shotgun. Third down and forever now.
Looks like they're
They
bringing
look
a
like they're
whole
gonna
lot
run
of
the
people
whole- Everybody.
because they
Everybody.
switched to they only have one safety back. They got two outside linebackers and two cornerbacks and both outside
And they
linebackers.
bring everyone. And it's, oh man, tosses it up deep over everybody. But almost looked like a safety was about to happen there. So.
Yeah, that was just a panicked. Oh my God, here we
That
go.
was.
He threw it about 10 yards behind everybody. So that wasn't even. I don't think he even tried to complete that one. That was just going up somewhere.
Yeah. And if you are the Bulldogs, you really need to not have a flub up here on the punt.
Yeah,
Which,
Kawana's
in
back
my
there
opinion,
kicking. Who last time she tried to punt took a safety. So
I
see
don't
if she
understand how.
fixed that
Okay.
issue.
Yes, you did. Got it off. Ball right down the middle of the field, taken by Fearsome, cuts over toward the right, waiting for a few blocks, doesn't get it. Great job by Rhino
job
to
by
make his
Rhino.
way down the field. Picks up 8.
Rhino is probably one of the best tacklers in the open field tacklers in the league, and he just doesn't get much chance to do it because he plays way back out there. So,
Yeah.
surprised he's not playing outside linebacker or something. Stays back there as safety.
And whenever you have,
He's always been really good at putting pressure on the quarterback too. So
it's one of those situations. I think you don't have necessarily the numbers that you wish that you did, so that everyone could play the position that they kind of want to. I think that Rhino's more that safety position out of necessity than anything. Rasden tosses the ball up, one-on-one, receiver behind it,
picked off.
Intercepted by Nathan.
And why did he come out?
Not sure. Dancing around and taken down. Good job. Well, ball was underthrown.
Yeah, it was underthrown. Good pick there by Ethan. He should have probably stayed in the end zone.
Yeah.
But good pick regardless.
That's what I was going to say. Could have stayed in the end zone, but then I was like, it is a pick. The Bulldogs just got an interception.
They are too happy. I'm not sitting down on this one. I'm going to try to run this one back.
Quit being like me, Eric. Great 40-yard gain, but if he would have just blocked that one person, it would have been 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
What is a 40-yard gain?
They're switching to the 5-receiver set now.
Get 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rwanda has moved over to the bunch on the right side. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rhino snaps, rolls over, Pit Dog making his way in, cuts back inside, throws around, throws the ball back across the field, and oh man.
Just over.
Woo! I thought that we were going to be talking about Andrew just going down the sideline for a score there. Because that ball dropped just over his head.
Yeah, he had a step or two on both the defenders over there, and if he was able to come down with that, he was going to go.
Yeah, this one of those ones where you're like, oh, that's overthrown, and then it keeps hanging in the air, and you're like, maybe. No, it was overthrown. But a good job anyway by Andrew to get open on that side.
Good job by Rhino too to avoid the pressure that the Patriots were putting on him because they were in his face, and he was able to make a nice cut and get some free room to throw it.
Snap, drops back, steps up, right into the whole host of everyone, throws the ball deep down the field.
And way over, buddy. It's about 10 yards too deep again.
2-minute warning is upon us. 1 minute and 54 seconds to go until halftime. Ball has been put into play. Go see if Rhino can't find some success here on this drive. I expect to see a lot of heat brought by the Patriots, but we're going to see what they do here. Kind of cheating in over there off the right side of the safeties. I think that might be fearsome. It is. He's been coming in the majority of the day. Quick pass over, caught by Colton. That's a
lineman.
That's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
And a loss of down, so it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yep. So they're going to be 4th down, 6 yards worse than they are now. And while they assess the penalty, we will talk about What Radio when you want to hear the newest in hip-hop and rap from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Dirty South. Tune in to What Radio, Second Life's premier hip-hop radio station. Either visit www.whatradio.com or grab that stream and add it to your land. What Radio, where the hip-hop don't stop, a division of Macchiato Media.
There you go. Got to give the Dirty South a little something there, because I know Psych yelled at Skinnerd for that last time. He's like, you gotta give that a little oomph. Skinner's from Maryland, so.
Skinner did. You want to hear the newest in hip hop and rap from the East Coast to the West Coast to the Dirty South? Tune into What Radio, Second Life's premier hip hop radio station. Either visit www.radio.com or grab that stream and add it to your land. What Radio, where hip hop don't stop, a division of Macchiato Media.
That was a good impression. That's gonna push it back. Where's the first? Is the first down marker gone? It's reversed.
They reversed it. They're gonna have to flip it.
Yeah. No, they're giving the Patriots the ball. What?
That was on 3rd down though.
Yeah, that was 3rd down.
That was 3rd down, not 4th down.
I think that's why the Bulldogs haven't gotten on their balls yet. I think they're trying to get some clarification. Here comes Tom. Yeah, it should be 4th down and forever for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. But Tom said it's a turnover. I'm like, well, it should be 3rd down. I mean, it should be 4th down because it was 3rd down. The play happened on 3rd down.
Yep.
The loss of down would result in 4th down.
If it was 4th down and they did that, then it would be a turnover on downs, but it
Yeah.
was 3rd down.
But even the marker on the side still reads third because
Yep.
it was 3rd down. So it shouldn't be a turnover. But anyways, we'll see if they fix it.
Looks like the Patriots are ready to take over right there.
There
There we go. They switched it up.
They see it. It's okay. It'll be 4th down. The 5 yards from that plus, yep, it'll be 4th. There you go. They fixed it. Oh, the faith in the UFL referees to get it right eventually.
Eventually. Might not get it right the first time or the third time, but they'll get it right eventually.
I'd rather them get it right eventually than never.
That's very true.
There's been plenty of times where it's been gotten right, never. So I'll take it. While they set up this, we'll talk about Gut Bucket, a themed 1950s throwback region, googie, bowling, malls, stunning areas to relax, dance, and hang out with friends. Some of SL's top designers, including Madpy, Meshworks, Moda, Sinful, Delirium Style, Hydra, Pomp City, 2013, Identity, Deadpool, 7 Deadly Skins, Deer, and many more. Beautiful and eye-catching for photography, blogging, and finally, a small area to have private weddings with a minister and full use of props. That is Gut Bucket. And a very nice sim if you haven't made your way over
Yeah,
there.
I went over there a week or two ago. It was real nice. Just to see what they had there. No, I'm not a big shopper, but I wandered over there just to.
It was nice.
I like to check out all our sponsors.
Yeah, we went thinking Googie to be a game.
And so I thought it was a game too, and then somebody Googled it, and it was
store.
like a style design from the 50s or something.
Yeah, it is like how their sim looks with all the old cars and all the retro style. I was taught that, but the ball is kicked right down the middle of the field as it has been. Fearsome dancing around, makes his way back across the field, and he's got a lot of room to run, waiting for a couple of blocks. Continues to dance around, gets stumbled, but still fighting through. He fumbles. The ball is kicked way back, and a Bulldog
should
is
get.
right there.
He ran past it.
Get it, but he does.
He ran past it the first time and came back for it.
He didn't want it. He
Good.
boxed it. Then he came back.
Good turn of events there for the Bulldogs.
That
ball went far.
freaking
He dropped that about the 10 or 15 yard line, and they have the ball on the 30.
That was awesome. It was like the ball popped out, and at the same time, freaking Fearsome got rocked, and the ball just boop.
That actually happened to me in a pickup game. In a pickup game the other day, like I fumbled it, and it went straight the way I was going, so I just kept going, got the ball, and ended up getting a touchdown on it. It bounced like 10, 15, 20 yards, and I was just like, okay, I'll get this.
Well, if you're the Bulldogs, you're happy because that's a way to get out of your own end zone. Snap, handoff, dancing around, fumbled it, another fumble, picked up by Kawana, and gets tackled.
That would have been better off if another situation where they would have been better off if Rhino kept that, because he was up the field a good 5-10 yards before he was going to get hit.
Seems that the fumble bug has bit these teams. We should have reached that magical number of no more fumbles. That's going to be reached about like halftime. I think.
Only a minute left to go in the first half here.
55 seconds, and the clock is running. So the Bulldogs need to utilize some timeouts as well as work a lot faster than this. Bulldogs, Rhino snaps, rolls over toward the left side. Got a receiver open, drops back, throws it up, going to be intercepted right into the hands of Primetime. He fights through one tackle, but not another as Rhino comes in and cleans him up. 37 seconds to go until halftime, and the Patriots get the ball right back. So, no harm, no foul. Fumble, doesn't matter. Get the ball back and do what you do. So, got an opportunity to have more points on the board here before halftime. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Fearsome and Doran to the left. 60, Pitt, and Primetime. The right. Wiz, Dana, and Cat are your linemen. Snap. Rasden rolls over toward the left, and there's absolutely nobody in his face. Throws the ball up toward the corner and caught.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Kent Voss or Doran. Yeah, I keep getting the names mixed up, but same way, same person. No, it didn't. He stepped out of bounds. I thought he scored a touchdown.
Oh, he didn't get in. It looked like he ran in the end zone, but apparently he stepped out of bounds first.
Yeah, I felt like that was a touchdown. Unless he caught the ball, like, I don't know. That was weird. I thought it was a score.
Yeah, so did I. It looked like a
was
score.
saying it like
It
it was a
didn't look
touchdown.
like he stepped out of bounds, so
28 seconds to go. They called a timeout. The Patriots did. So everything has been stopped. While we have a moment, we'll talk about Designing SL. Designing SL is a feed specifically for creators and Second Life featuring new releases, vendors' ads, and store information directly from the creators themselves. Owned by Aliana Logan, there is no cost to join the feed or the in-world group. Sister feeds are Blogging SL for fashion bloggers, Hunting SL, featuring media announcements and information on events in SL of all types, and Living SL, featuring the blogs of residents who share information about Second Life. That is Designing SL. Check them out today, or tomorrow, or yesterday.
I don't know if they're watching. They're probably going back to watch stream, see if he was out of bounds before he caught that, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. It looked like a touchdown.
It looked like he caught it right on the sideline and walked in for a touchdown, but I guess one of his pinky toe or something stepped out of bounds.
I don't know. Yeah, there was one I think Galen had in their game, and it was like I guess his left pinky toe knuckle hair just poked down on the sideline or something. I don't know. But anyway,
I'd expect this to go right up the middle.
Snap.
Nope.
Going to be a handoff to Pit Dog. He's going to fight his way around the edge, gets the block that he needs, and coasts into the end zone. So Kent, or Doran, with all the yardage, and Pitt with the glory, scoring the touchdown. Get the points on the board. 21 seconds to go into halftime. The Patriots up 40-0 over the Bulldogs. Extra point ensues. While they do that, we'll talk about Combatant. Combatant is the first and still the lead innovator in high-quality, 100% original mesh and clothing products aimed for the football community within SL. They offer a wide range of products from jerseys, cleats, helmets, compression clothing, uniforms, hand warmers, gloves, and much more. That is Combatant. Leave your mark. Most teams out here on the field are decked out in gear from Combatant, as all teams are, I think, for the most part, except maybe
I think all except for the Packers are using Combatant uniforms.
Yeah. None of the Mustangs were using some non-combatant stuff for a while, but I think they eventually.
Yeah, I think they're all in Combatant now, I believe.
Yep. Except for the Packers, want to be different, which is okay.
There's nothing wrong with being different.
We'll talk about where you can get your Packers stuff later on in the broadcast. Ball is kicked, bounces
touchback
over into the end zone. Better hope it goes at the back of the end zone.
Nope, it just sat back there and then he grabbed it and wound it out. Good job.
That's not a safety though.
That shouldn't be a safety.
Be a touchback. I'm glad that Rhino was alert. That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, it just kind of sat there right before the end of the end zone, just kind of chilling there. I'll wait here.
Just sitting.
Are they gonna make them re-kick it? Maybe. Looks like they're gonna make them re-kick it.
I don't know why.
Back. I don't know why either, but
ball would just be on the 20-yard line.
We'll have to ask Tom later.
Or just move the ball. I mean, I don't know why you redid it. That didn't make any sense. Oh, they're just gonna kick it through for a touchback, and it's not gonna.
It's not going to go back either. And he's
the clock's going to run out.
Clock is gone. There goes the clock.
I don't understand.
I don't know why Rhino is just standing there.
Okay, I want to know why they had to re-kick it. Here goes Rhino. That's halftime. Why did they do that? That was stupid.
I don't know.
I don't say much as stupid, but that was stupid.
I don't know why they did that.
All they was just remove the 2 points from the scoreboard and let them res out an offensive
Are
formation.
they gonna send them to halftime now? It looks like it.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, they're sending them all to halftime.
Play, and I don't think the Bulldogs would have scored, but still.
Yeah, still gotta give them that one play.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. The Patriots are still hanging out here.
Anyways, following that. It is 41-0, and it is halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We have cheerleaders today.
I believe we do.
Have one set, none for the Patriots. So just just to the Alley Cat.
So the Alley
So it's
Cats.
the Alley Cats for the Bulldogs, the Alley Cats. So as soon as you get set, Mr. Eric, just tell them that you're ready. And girls, take it away. We'll see you back after this.
All right, I am ready whenever the ladies are ready. And we will be back after halftime.
Microphone muted.
I give it 2 thumbs way up.
Yeah, I think they were the Looks like they were the prison cats today. Got all looks like they got prison jumpsuits on there.
And yeah, they're guilty. That's all I'm going to say.
They are guilty of something.
Guilty of something.
But we are ready for some second half football.
Yes, we are. 41-0, Patriots over the Bulldogs. Patriots are going to get the ball to start off the second half. So if you're in the Bulldogs locker room, Eric, what are you saying? What are your feelings, your thoughts? I mean, what's going on, man?
Yeah, nothing has really gone very right for them. They're going to need to, even though they're down by 41, usually I'd say you need to air it out, but airing it out hasn't worked to their advantage today. They need to just ground and pound and eat up some clock and try to get at least a touchdown or two and try to get some confidence going into their next game. I'm not going to say they're going to lose, but they're down 41-0, and they haven't shown really any sign of life on either side of the ball really today. Other than a few runs here or there, they had one or two completions, and other than that, it's just kind of been not their day.
Yeah, it's they've had, like you said, some success on the running game. Defensively, it's just been it's been abysmal. I mean, they
had the one interception showed a little sign of life, but other than that, defensively, they've been getting rocked hard by the Patriots offense.
Yeah, they have been because I mean even the one pick, the underthrow, the receiver was behind the defender in that situation. Ball was just underthrown a little bit. Gave Andrew an opportunity to make a play, which he did. Build off of that. If you're the Bulldogs, look again, say, hey, our running game, we've been pretty effective there. So, you just have to fine tune some things. I mean, defensively, you're not going to go in and wave a magic wand, and all of a sudden you're going to be stopping what the Patriots have been doing. It's just not how this thing works. So, mainly you want to keep the ball on offense, eat the clock, get this thing rolling, and keep it out of the hands of the Patriots. If they have the ball, they're going to score. It's just
they haven't been stopped other than the interception all game. So they just need to kind of keep the ball in their possession and limit the times the Patriots can score. And I think the Bulldogs might have lost somebody else, and they might be down to 7 people unless there's somebody in the locker room. Oh, nope, looks like somebody else is slowly making their way out.
That is Allie.
Allie's actually new, so they did lose somebody because they didn't have Allie the first half.
Okay. I like they were the Allie, and there's another. I think we just lost her again. She just
possibly. Yeah, I don't know where she went.
Allie, and then there's another player, and they have Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Yes,
number 1 and 2 in the back of the jersey says Thing and Thang, I think, but I like it.
I noticed that the first game I saw them, I pointed it out, and I'm like, oh, hey. Yeah.
That was awesome, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they lost Allie again.
With you
yeah, it might have been you. I think I pointed it out to whoever was here with me. I'm like, hey, check out those jerseys.
I thought it was pretty cool.
But yeah, they're down to 7 people right now.
Yeah, then that's not good news.
I'm looking to see who they're missing. Looks like Ethan is kicking off. Quan is still there. Drad's still there. Maybe is Andrew not there anymore?
Andrew's there.
I don't
Andrew's there.
Colton maybe.
Colton's not here.
Colton is gone. So they lost one of their linemen. Allie is a lineman, so hopefully Allie gets back here.
Yeah.
But that's definitely not a good thing either, going down another player. Seems like every game this season they've been down 1 or 2 players the entire game. And there's the kick.
Right into the hands of Pit Dog is going to work his way up the middle of the field, bounces inside, back outside to the right, looking for a couple of blockers to get out in front, trying to make his way to the sideline. Drops back around, meds up the sideline, jukes inside, and
still going.
Fumbled, still moving, and picks up a very big chunk of yards, 39 yards.
Almost broke free of that.
That's right. For the 3 times I thought he was down, and I'm like, well, it hadn't showed that he's been tackled yet, so keep on rolling.
Yeah, he was still going. He was stumbled there, and he was almost out of it when he got taken down by Cush. It looks like they're going out with out a defensive end and a middle linebacker now.
Yep, and I think that the Patriots will keep with the, hey, we're just going to throw this ball up mentality. It has been working very effectively for the Patriots. 4 wide receivers set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Pit Dog in the backfield with Rasden. Snap. They only really rush one. Have two kind of hanging around. Throws the ball up. 2-on-1. What happens here?
Oh! It looked like it hit whoever number 11 is in the leg.
Yeah,
It just kind of dropped right down there. It looked like he might have misjudged it a little bit.
Old Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, he just misjudged that. That was a good pass between two defenders, and
Yep.
Ricky Bobby just wasn't able to come down with it.
Dropped right into the empty space.
And they send Ricky Bobby off and bring back Pearson.
Good job, Ricky. All right.
You had your chance,
All right,
Ricky.
Pearson, get back in here. Make a play.
Ricky had his chance. Now they're bringing back Pearson.
Snap. Hand off to Pit Dog. Drops back. Rolls over toward the left. Cuts back inside. Cuts back outside. Heads up the field. Cuts inside. Gets a good block on the edge. And still rolling. Back inside. Tripped up. But still moving forward. Fights through it. And taken down by Rhino 17 yards down the field. He just would not go down on that run.
Yeah, he was determined to pick up yards. He stumbled halfway through that run and just kept they couldn't finish him off. Just kept going through it.
Same formation for the Patriots, moving down the field effortlessly as they have for the entire game. Inside of 8 minutes to go, third quarter of play. Snap. Rasden rolls over toward the right side. He's got room to roll if he wants to. The big man tries to push up the middle.
Gets him.
Can't do it. Gets stumbled by Ethan, tackled by Andrew. Picks up 1 yard. Rasden's just so big, even the sprint doesn't do right. Like, just so large. Rasden's the biggest player I've ever seen my whole entire life.
He used to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, I know. He had to slim down because of the
Because he's playing quarterback too. He wants to be a little slimmer, slide through those holes.
He's lost a few 100 pounds.
Yeah, he used to be. I remember going up against him when he was on defensive line. He was like twice the size of everybody else.
Yeah, hands the ball off, rolls over to the side. I know that Rasden's significant other, who's in the crowd, might be a little bit happy that he dropped a few poundages. She's been very active today, and I've enjoyed reading her comments. So it's been good. She's been giving a lot of love to her team. So that's what we like to see. Very interactive fans. But anyways, Rasden back in the shotgun formation. Taking his time. Snap. Maybe a false start. Nope. Rolls over toward the left side. He's got a receiver. Throws it back. It's going to be
Touchdown.
wide open. Started off 2 against 2. Ended up wide open receiver Doran for his second touchdown, I think.
No, I think the first
night.
one got taken back. It wasn't really a touchdown that we thought it was a touchdown.
No, he caught one before that.
Did he catch another one other than that?
Yeah.
Are the stats working on the website?
I
I haven't even looked.
just,
I have no idea.
Probably
It's got to kind of. Eventually they're gonna start making the commentators write down the stats.
that's right. We're gonna have to start. It's gonna be our job to find a statistician.
Oh yeah, you need to hire a statistician to come to every
Hey, who
game.
wants to do stats? You know, we can do this. Start a WordPress. You know, blog spot, something like that. Put the stats up.
So that's how it used to be in old SFL days. Had
Dang
the
right, you just grab the
blogs.
transcript and you go through and you type everything out. Do it on an Excel spreadsheet and then
Yep.
post it. That's right. But since after the touchdown, we will talk about Hydra. At Hydra, you will find an array of modern, urban, trendy fashion footwear and accessories for both men and women. They feature mostly mesh products, but also have a pliers-based clothing for the mesh bodies for ladies as well. They offer their VIPs 300 linen of in-store credit every month, regular gifts, lotteries, and much more. That is Hydra. And something new, props, poses, and all sorts, family, couples, singles, and theme props and poses, all priced low but top quality, and that is something new. Ball is in play, kick is up, over toward the right side, bounces right into the hands of Rhino, not into the end zone this time, makes his way up the sideline, getting outside, pushes inside, still fighting forward, taken down, 21 yards, on the return, out to the 32, Fearsome on the tackle. It's gonna be hard to pick a player of this game because it's been pretty.
Yeah, there's a couple players on the Patriots that I'm currently looking.
You know what? I'm giving my nod to the big man. I'm giving Rasden my nod as well.
Yeah, he was one of them. I was also looking at Fearsome. He's had a couple nice catches and runs. And then Kent over there has had a couple touchdowns as well. So is 69, but
Yep.
you don't see him getting touchdowns very often, being a former lineman.
Yes, right.
And they're going without a lineman. I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know how good of an idea that is.
I believe I would bring someone down there and just go have the 2 wide receivers.
Yeah, let
Because, I mean,
Kawana get on the line because she's a former
That's
lineman.
true. That's true as well. Because I mean, the Patriots have been bringing the heat on you all day long, and right now you're just going to give them a complete open door, and whoop, they closed it. Try to Rhino dancing around. They actually dropped back in coverage on this one, not rushing that many. Rhino tosses the ball short, intercepted by Pit Dog. Fought around Drad, takes the ball away, gets tackled immediately. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Patriots. Dominance continues. 6 minutes, 2 seconds to go. 48-0. Bulldogs just can't get anything sustainable on either side of the ball.
Yeah, they haven't had really much luck doing anything tonight. So
yeah, Pitt would be another one that you look at for player of the game. Rasden drops back, rolls around, got a receiver wide open short, didn't want it, doesn't want it, still doesn't
going
want it.
deep
Throws
as
across
receiver
the
wide
middle.
open.
Deep, lot of people.
Wow, how did that hit the ground? There was about 4 blue jerseys right around there, and they all missed it.
You know why? Because Tupac wasn't out there.
It looked like there were about 4 because
I don't know.
I was able to get the camera over there just as the ball dropped, and it was like dropped right in the middle of 4 Patriots.
I don't know. That was all. Their whole receiving core was there.
I just saw it bounce. I'm like, how?
Yeah. I was like, and it's nothing.
Never mind.
Nobody. Back to the.
Rasden's
back
probably
again.
like, you're all fired.
Rasden drops back, rolls over toward the right again, pushes up, and he's going to take off and run. Gets to the outside, gets tripped up and taken down by Andrew. Picks up 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 at the 36-yard line. Rasden back up to the line of scrimmage, working fast. 4 receiver set, same as always. Rasden taking a little bit of time. Put over the defense. Snaps, drops back over to the left, cuts back to the right, and he looks like he's going to run. He's got one person over there. Does he make the play? Yeah, he does. Andrew comes in, great angle, cuts it off. 4th and 2.
And the Bulldogs finally showed that they're able to stop something that the Patriots are doing. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Rasden just needed to maybe give him a little wiggle to the inside, and I think he would have been able to create that little bit of space he needed for the couple extra yards. But anyways, a full void right there in the middle of the defense for the Bulldogs. I feel like they could have probably just run this. Yep, cuts inside, kind of goes there. Pit Dog pushing forward and taken down by Rhino. Kind of had a little empty spot right there over the right side of the line. Patriots back up to work again under center power formation. Pit Dog lined up directly behind Rasden, who's under center. Fearsome and 69 pulled in tight to the line with Doran to the left and Primetime to the right. Snap, hand off to Pitt, rolls over. Plenty
Room
of
for
room to run,
days.
and plenty of blockers out in front, but they're unable to clean them up, and they eventually do. Pit Dog spins around, scores 28 yards. Patriots add another 6 to the board. See if they can't add a 7th. 54-0. So with the missed extra point, we still will not be at the mercy rule. We'll be 1 point shy of that happening. So the next time that the Patriots score, if the Bulldogs do not get any points on this drive, we will be in the mercy rule. Unless they fake it, go for 2.
It's definitely possible. I don't see that happen that often now.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it. Kick is up. Kick is good. With that, Patriots push it to 55-0. And while they set up for the kick, we will talk about the Players Club. We told you we talk about the Ohana Packers and where you can get some of their gear. And that will be here. The Players Club, founded in 2011, is the home of some of the friendliest staff and VIPs in SL. If you're looking for a fun place to hang out, listen to some great music, and meet new friends, check out the Players Club, located in the Players Plaza. As you listen to the tunes, take a walk around the plaza where you can find something for everyone. A new chopper, a new necklace, and of course, both men's and women's attire. For aspiring designers, they have full perm texture and